Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is a very exciting video only because I am sharing the tips that I have for growing out your natural hair. Not only growing it, but maintaining this length and the strength and just that powerful fro. I'm also going to be talking about how to grow your nails. You guys have seen in my videos, hopefully you guys have seen in my videos that I always like changing my nail polish and my nails are super long and they're natural as well. And I just cannot wait to share my tips on how I grew my hair and how I grow my nails. And I'll show you pictures throughout the video of my hair and like where it went from to where it is now, and I'm just so excited about it, and hopefully that those tips can help you too. All right guys, so tip number one, are you ready? Because I'm ready. Tip number one is to make sure you are drinking a lot of water. Yes, water. I also said this in my winter routine because this will always be my number one tip. And not only that you're drinking a lot of water, but that your diet contains a lot of vegetables. Remember what I said before, the healthier you are on the inside, the healthier your outsides are gonna be. So keep your inside feeling good and feeding yourself good things so that your hair can reflect that. Number two is don't be afraid of the scissor. Some of us are so scared of cutting our hair. Why? Why are you scared? Guess what? Cutting your hair is good. You want to cut your hair, you want to cut it, please. Like I said, trim your ends. It's just so important to be trimming your ends because at the end of the day, the ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair, right? They grew out a long time ago, right? And just like anything that's old, sometimes it has to go. So don't be afraid to trim. And I'm not saying cut your hair like every time, just cut it all down. What I'm saying is trim. Just trim your ends. Just trim them. I like to trim my hair anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. I know, 4 to 6 weeks. But you know what? It grows back. And that's okay, right? Because at the end of the day, we want healthy hair. Number 3. This is actually one of my favorite tips to give because every time I give it, everybody's like, what? Really? Detangle only once. So what does that mean? That means if you detangled in the shower, guess what? When you are doing your hair, use your fingers, all right? Do not use a comb because your hair's already detangled. All this extra detangling can cause breakage. At the end of the day, you always want to be able to do things to your hair that's going to retain the length because your hair will grow. Hair grows. There's no doubt about that. Now, where we mess up is that we don't know how to retain that growth, okay? So detangling your hair only once helps us retain that growth. Tip number 4 is do your hair in sections. And this kind of goes together with the previous tip, right? So not only are you going to detangle once, but you want to do every part of your hair in sections. Remember, the goal is not to grow your hair. The goal is to retain the length, right? So dividing your hair in anywhere between 4 to 6 sections will help you minimize the breakage and will help you be able to apply the product evenly in all parts of your hair. Number 5 is minimize the heat and the manipulation. So what does that mean? It means stop straining your hair as much. I used to blow dry my hair at least once a week, faithfully. But then I decided, might be time to stop the heat if I want my hair to actually flourish. So I decided to do the following. Since I was doing it every week, I decided to do it bi-weekly. And then after bi-weekly, I was like, I'll do it once a month. And then I was feeling good, so I was like, I'll do it once every other month. And then eventually I stopped completely. At first I was like, okay, I'm gonna go 3 months, no heat. I could do this. Then 6 months, no heat. I could do this. Until eventually I made 1 year of no heat. So right now I have 1 year and 2 weeks. And guess what? I'm not planning to straighten my hair anytime. And I have noticed so much growth. My hair is fuller, my curls are tighter, and I just, So the second part of this tip number 5 is minimizing the manipulation of your hair. So what does that mean? That means on Sunday, do your braids for the braid out. Do your twist for the twist out. Do your bantu knots for the bantu knot out. Right? And wear that style throughout the week. Try to manipulate it as least as possible. Do a protective style. Do things where you do not have to constantly be combing and brushing and pulling and tightening your hair. Tip number 6 is the following. Use protein on your hair, right? So make sure you are doing a protein treatment anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. Now, if you do not know how to use a protein treatment, guess what? I have a video that shows you how to use a protein treatment. But if you feel like it is too much to do a protein treatment, then guess what? Apogee actually has a 2-minute keratin reconstructor that you can use. Now, if you decide to use the 2-minute keratin reconstructor, I advise you to use it bi-weekly. So 1 week you deep condition, the next week you do your 2-minute reconstructor in the shower. And I am telling you, it works. Now, besides hair, right, which is what I love, I also love my nails. Right now, I'm going to give you tips on how to grow your nails. And while I'm giving you some tips, I'm also going to be painting my nails because I am obsessed with nail polish and I'm obsessed with my nails. So I'm going to be using this nail polish. It's EA polish. The name of this nail polish is 24/7. As you can see, I already did my first coat. And I'm super excited about this nail polish because the mission of this company is to promote the use of non-toxic nail polish to encourage females as they pursue their purpose. Sounds like it's right up my alley, right? Okay, so as I'm giving you tips, I'm going to be painting my nails. So if I don't look at the camera, don't hate me. This coat is giving me life. So my first tip for growing out your nails is to follow tip number 1 for how to grow your hair. Remember, healthy insides equal healthy outsides. Healthy insides equal healthy outsides. Healthy insides equal healthy outsides. I want you guys to memorize that. I want you to internalize it. I want you to believe it. Drink your water, eat your vegetables. Healthy insides equals healthy outsides. Next tip for nails. Do not skip the base coat. Some of us, we're in a rush, we're in a hurry, and we tend to just miss the base coat. Don't do it. Buy yourself a nice strengthening base coat, but try to avoid hardening, right? Hardening base coats make your nails hard so that if you bump into something, they break. But one that strengthens your nail is different. It makes them strong versus hard. And I have mine on right now. The next tip is do not wash dishes. I'm serious. That's my tip. That's all I gotta say. Don't wash no dishes. JK, I know that's not possible. But my real tip is buy yourself a pair of gloves. You know, them nice little yellow gloves, rubber gloves. Make sure you have one of those. The less amount of water that your nails come in contact with, the better. Water makes your nails soft. And when your nails are soft, they can bend easily, they're fragile, and they can break. So you want to make sure you stay away from anything that's going to make your nails fragile and cause them to break. And one of those things, unfortunately, is washing dishes. I'm over here trying to paint my left hand. I'm a lefty. This is going to be a nice little mess while I'm filming this video. But I got 3 down. Okay, my next tip. Keep your nails neat. What does that mean? Keep them filed. right? When you keep your nails neat, your nails cannot get attached to anything. They cannot get attached to anything. They cannot break. So the neater you keep them, the better. Now, do not force a shape onto your nails. Your nails naturally grow a certain way. You can see my nails are kind of like square-ish with a little round at the ends. So you can see. Straight at the top, but a little rounded on the edges. If I do a perfectly squared nail, or if I do the coffin nails, quote unquote coffin nails, it's over for my nails. So I like to keep my natural shape just because I want to make sure that my nails are always neat. Can we just talk about how this nail polish is like drying so fast? Not bad. Nice and dry. That's how I check. So my next tip, as I am painting my nails, don't be afraid to cut your nails. Your nails are just like your hair. And my tip is always going to be trim, trim, trim. So just like my tip for hair is to trim, my tip for nails is to trim as well. As you can see, my nails were pretty long there. So what did I do to start the new year? I trimmed my nails as well because I want to start fresh. Just like my hair, you always want to cut the dead parts. So now my nails can grow healthier and stronger and just better. Ooh, almost done. It's so pretty. I love it. These are my tips for how to grow your hair and how to grow your nails. Hopefully they have helped you. Now remember, it's all about retention because hair does grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe.